if you, like me, are flabbergasted at the way that people in power are treating children, stick around. And really quick, hi, my name is Maureen Webb. I am the creator of Soul Star Mapping, and today we're going to get a little witchy. I have been all over social media. I have seen the baneful magic on TikTok and all of the places. And I want to offer an alternative for those of us that may not feel that baneful magic is necessarily something that we want to involve ourselves in. And I am not shaming anybody who is doing baneful magic. It takes a certain kind of energy to be able to do that and do that properly. So my hats are off to anybody who can do that. I want to talk to the people who are looking for a very peaceful way to assist. Okay, full disclosure, this is a very basic ritual and spell, so feel free to put your own stamp on it. What you are going to need is a white candle. I use a tea light because I'm going to be able to use this over and over again 5 minutes a day. If that's what you want to do, you can keep it burning or you can do 5 minutes a day. White candle, a fire safe plate so that you can light said candle. You will also need some salt, and optionally you can bring into this something from childhood, something that symbolizes childhood to you. I am using a picture of me on my first birthday. Yeah, and if you like, in my mind, like a rubber ducky, like something joyful and playful that is childlike. Another option, and this is something that I do, is when I am doing things for protection, I have a skull that is made of black tourmaline, or maybe it's obsidian. I think it's obsidian, I'm not gonna lie. I have lots of skulls, but any crystal that is used for protection, you can also use that with this as well. And really quick, before anybody asks, this is the salt I'm using, pink salt. This is salt that I specifically use for protection in my house. When I'm doing any sort of spell work or rituals, I literally have salt just for that. So it doesn't matter. I just like this because there's a lot of it and it's cheap. Okay, once you have all of your ingredients, you will start assembling. But before we start assembling anything, it is incredibly important that you clear your space and you clear yourself. So what I like to do is I take a shower before I do any sort of ritual or do any sort of petition work. I clean my space. If you can use smoke, you can use sound, you can use spray. I have it all. Just make sure that when you are clearing your space that you are opening a window, because you can't clear your space and tell all of that energy to get out and then not give it a place to just go. So that's really important. Okay, so we are at the stage where we are actually going to create this ritual. We have cleansed, we have everything that we need. If you want to use crystals, I suggest something that is for protection. I might put a list up here of protection crystals. This is a black obsidian skull. You can also, again, I'm using my picture from my first birthday as a representation of childhood. what we can do now is set the plate. And as we begin to put everything on to that plate, we're going to stop for just a moment and set the intention for it. We're setting the intention for the candle to burn so that children may be protected against harm, right? We are also setting the intention to help protect children with our protection crystal. And when I use something from my childhood in a ritual for a petition, I always just say thank you. Thank you for letting me have this memory so that I can not only tap into that part of me, but allow that to help others. So when you're putting everything on the plate, you want to make sure that the candle has enough room around it, because what you're going to do is you're going to take this pink salt or any of the salt that you have, and you're going to put a circle around that candle. That protects the intention of the candle. Salt is like everything. It does a little bit of everything depending on what you're having it do. Right now we're using this salt to protect the intention of the petition. So you put everything down, you're setting you're setting your petitions, you go ahead and you light the candle. Now, I do have a petition that is down in the caption that I am using for this. You can light it for 5 minutes and 5 minutes a day. This can be part of your morning ritual. What I will say is I do not blow out candles. I use something else to kind of snuff out the candle. I have a tea light, and I have this very small I got it from the dollar store. I can literally just put it over it and it will extinguish the tea light without having to blow it out. So what we want to do is, you can do it for 5 minutes. You can light this candle and you can keep it lit. If it's in your office and you have an altar space or something, you can keep that lit as you work. But it depends on how you are feeling. Please do not leave any candle unattended from somebody who has almost set their house on fire once on accident. Don't do that. But yeah, let me know how this feels. If you have any questions, if you want something more detailed and extravagant. One thing I did not mention in this video that I do a lot is I love working with herbs. And my favorite book on herbs is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. This is an amazing book, and it goes into so much depth. There's literally nothing that this does not cover. So yeah, I will be doing this today for the first time, and hopefully you guys are going to be doing it too. Yeah. Okay, bye.